Imagine stepping into ancient Rome, the air buzzing with excitement, tens of thousands of spectators cheering, and beneath your feet, secret tunnels hiding gladiators and wild beasts ready to strike. Welcome to the Colosseum, a monumental arena where engineering genius, raw human courage, and breathtaking spectacles collided. In this story, we'll uncover how this ancient wonder was built, the deadly games it hosted, and why its legacy still amazes the world today. Prepare to witness the rise, the battles, and the secrets of Rome's greatest amphitheater. If you love uncovering the secrets of history and want more epic stories like this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Imagine walking through the streets of ancient Rome over 2,000 years ago. The city is alive with merchants, soldiers, and senators, marble temples glinting in the sun, and the scent of roasted meats filling the air. Amidst all this, Emperor Vespasian has a vision, something so grand it will leave the people of Rome in awe for generations. That vision? The Colosseum, the greatest amphitheater the world has ever seen. But before the roar of the crowd or the clash of gladiators, there was a challenge: the location. Vespasian chose a site loaded with symbolism, the drained private lake of Nero's Golden House. Nero's extravagant palace had been a symbol of imperial excess and greed. By reclaiming this land for the people, Vespasian wasn't just building a stadium, he was sending a message. This monument would belong to the citizens of Rome, not the whims of a single ruler. Excavating the site was no small task. Workers dug deep into the earth, removing tons of soil and rock to create a stable foundation for the massive structure. The Romans were master builders, and they knew that the Colosseum would need to withstand the weight of tens of thousands of spectators for centuries. To achieve this, they used Roman concrete, a revolutionary mix of lime, volcanic ash, and water that could set underwater and grow stronger over time. Every stone had a purpose. Travertine limestone formed the outer walls, offering durability and elegance. Tuff, a lighter volcanic stone, was used in the inner structure to reduce weight without sacrificing strength. Workers relied on cranes, pulleys, and sheer manpower to lift these massive blocks into place, securing them with iron clamps. It was painstaking, precise work, but necessary to realize a vision that would stand the test of time. Even the ground itself was part of the engineering plan. The site's slight depression made it easier to build the hypogeum, a network of underground tunnels and cages for gladiators and wild animals. This hidden world beneath the arena would later allow for dramatic, breathtaking entrances that astonished spectators. By the time the foundation was complete, the stage was set for one of the most extraordinary architectural feats in history. The Colosseum wasn't just a building, it was a statement of power, ingenuity, and ambition, a promise that Rome would continue to dazzle the world. From the first stone placed in Vespasian's vision, the Colosseum began its journey to become the timeless symbol of Roman brilliance and spectacle that still captivates our imagination today. With the foundation set, the Colosseum began to rise from the Roman soil, but what made it truly extraordinary wasn't just its size, it was how it was built. Imagine standing at the construction site, watching hundreds of workers, artisans, and engineers bring a vision to life, turning stone and concrete into a monumental masterpiece. The Romans were masters of materials, and they knew exactly what to use. The outer walls were made of travertine limestone, a rock strong enough to hold the massive structure, yet light enough to be lifted by cranes and pulleys. For the inner walls, they used tuff, a volcanic stone lighter and easier to shape, which allowed them to build arches and corridors without overloading the foundation. But the real secret ingredient was Roman concrete, a mixture of lime, volcanic ash, and water that was stronger than any stone alone and could even harden underwater. This combination of materials gave the Colosseum durability that would survive almost 2,000 years of earthquakes, fires, and human intervention. But materials alone weren't enough. The design of the Colosseum was an engineering marvel. It was elliptical, meaning every spectator had a clear view of the arena. Seating was tiered to reflect Roman society. Senators and elites sat closest to the action, ordinary citizens in the middle, and women and the poorest at the top. This careful organization ensured that tens of thousands of spectators could watch events comfortably and safely. The arches and vaults were more than beautiful, they were functional. By stacking wedge-shaped stones in precise patterns, the Romans created arches that distributed weight evenly, allowing vast open corridors and seating tiers without collapsing. Vaults made of brick, tuff, and concrete further strengthened the structure. The Colosseum was essentially a giant puzzle of stone and mortar, where every piece had a purpose. Beneath it all lay the hypogeum, the hidden underground labyrinth of tunnels, cages, and lifts. This underground world allowed gladiators, wild animals, and performers to appear dramatically in the arena above, creating moments of suspense and wonder for the audience. Imagine the excitement as a cage would rise from below, revealing a lion or tiger just before the fight began. The finishing touches added elegance to the engineering. The exterior walls were adorned with columns in three classical styles: Doric on the ground floor, Ionic in the middle, and Corinthian at the top, demonstrating both skill and artistry. Every detail of the Colosseum was designed to amaze the eye and inspire awe. By combining the perfect materials with visionary design, the Romans didn't just build a stadium. They created a symbol of ingenuity, ambition, and human achievement. The Colosseum was more than stone and concrete. It was a monument to Rome itself, a place where engineering and spectacle merged into something the world had never seen before. With the vision and materials in place, the Colosseum still had one monumental challenge: how to actually build it. Imagine the scale of this project: hundreds of workers, dozens of cranes, and tens of thousands of massive stones all needing to fit perfectly together. There were no modern machines, no electric tools, only human ingenuity, clever engineering, and sheer determination. The first challenge was moving the massive blocks of travertine limestone, some weighing several tons. How did the Romans lift them? They relied on wooden cranes, pulleys, and winches, powered by men and animals, to haul the stones to their precise positions. Each block had to be placed perfectly, held together with iron clamps, and stacked with painstaking accuracy. A single mistake could collapse an entire section, so precision and skill were critical at every step. The arches and vaults of the Colosseum were engineering masterpieces in themselves. Every arch was carefully designed to distribute weight, allowing for open corridors and seating tiers without the risk of collapse. The vaults, made of brick, tuff, and concrete, added strength and durability. The combination of arches and vaults was revolutionary, allowing the Colosseum to rise higher and wider than any amphitheater before it. Construction happened floor by floor, level by level. Workers completed one tier before moving to the next, building corridors, seating, and staircases systematically. The hypogeum, the underground network beneath the arena, was constructed first. This two-level labyrinth of tunnels, cages, and lifts allowed gladiators, performers, and wild animals to make dramatic entrances into the arena above. Imagine the tension as a trapdoor opened and a lion emerged from the shadows to the gasps of thousands of spectators. Safety and efficiency were paramount. The Colosseum had 80 entrances, allowing tens of thousands of spectators to enter and exit smoothly. Staircases and passageways were strategically placed, and seating sections were carefully numbered, making it possible to empty the arena in minutes. A feat of crowd management unmatched even in modern times. Despite its complexity, construction was astonishingly fast. From the groundbreaking in 72 CE under Vespasian to its completion under Titus in 80 CE, the Colosseum rose in less than a decade. When it was finally inaugurated, Rome celebrated with 100 days of games, featuring gladiatorial combat, wild animal hunts, and even mock naval battles. What had begun as an ambitious vision had become a living, breathing arena capable of thrilling tens of thousands. The construction of the Colosseum wasn't just about building a stadium, it was about mastering engineering, logistics, and human coordination on a scale the world had never seen. Every stone, every arch, every corridor tells a story of skill, innovation, and the determination of Rome to create a monument that would endure for millennia. By the time the Colosseum rose from the Roman soil, it wasn't just a structure. It was a living, breathing arena designed to awe and entertain. One of the greatest achievements of this masterpiece wasn't just the stone and concrete, it was how it brought tens of thousands of people together safely and efficiently. The Colosseum could hold between 50,000 and 80,000 spectators, and every person had a designated spot. The seating was hierarchical, reflecting Roman society. Senators and the elite sat closest to the arena for the best view of the action. The middle tiers accommodated ordinary citizens, while the uppermost levels were reserved for women and the poorest spectators. This careful organization ensured not only comfort, but social order, allowing a massive crowd to enjoy the spectacle without chaos. Crowd management was as much an engineering feat as the construction itself. With 80 entrances, the Colosseum allowed thousands of spectators to enter and exit quickly. Corridors and staircases were strategically placed so that people could reach their seats in minutes. Some historians estimate that the entire arena could be emptied in less than 10 minutes, a level of efficiency that even modern stadiums envy. Numbered entrances and seating sections ensured that everyone found their place with minimal confusion. But the Colosseum was more than just functional. It was spectacular. The velarium, a massive retractable awning, protected spectators from the blazing Roman sun. Operated by skilled sailors from the Roman Navy, the velarium could be unfurled or retracted with precision, demonstrating not only ingenuity but also a commitment to spectator comfort. Imagine sitting in the shade while watching gladiators and wild beasts clash in the arena below. Rome had perfected the art of entertainment engineering. The arena itself was a stage for drama. The wooden floor covered the hypogeum, a hidden underground world where gladiators, performers, and exotic animals waited. Trapdoors and lifts allowed them to appear suddenly, creating moments of shock and awe. The audience didn't just watch, they were part of a carefully orchestrated spectacle, every roar and gasp timed to perfection. The Colosseum was a place where engineering met drama, where careful planning turned chaos into spectacle. It wasn't just a stadium, it was a theater of human emotion and Roman power, designed to inspire, entertain, and control. Tens of thousands of people experienced the thrill of the games in a space where architecture, design, and ingenuity combined seamlessly. In the end, the Colosseum's genius wasn't just in its construction, it was in how it made people feel, transforming stone and concrete into an arena where the excitement, fear, and awe of ancient Rome came alive. The Colosseum was not just an architectural wonder, it was Rome's ultimate stage, where drama, danger, and spectacle captivated tens of thousands of spectators. Step into the arena and imagine the roar of the crowd, the clash of swords, and the growls of wild animals echoing through the towering arches. Every corner of the Colosseum was designed to amaze, from the hidden underground tunnels to the retractable awnings above. At the heart of the spectacle were the gladiators. Trained fighters from across the Roman Empire, some slaves, some volunteers, they risked life and limb for fame, honor, and survival. Battles were intense, unpredictable, and designed to thrill the audience. But the Colosseum didn't stop at gladiators. Wild animals, lions, tigers, elephants, and bears were imported from Africa and the Middle East to add danger and excitement. Imagine the tension as a cage slowly rose from the hypogeum, releasing a lion into the arena while spectators held their breath. The Romans also staged mock naval battles, called naumachii. For these, the arena could be flooded with water, and miniature ships manned by trained fighters would reenact famous sea battles. It was engineering on an epic scale. The hypogeum was carefully designed to allow water to flow in and out, transforming the arena from a battleground into a miniature ocean. The Colosseum wasn't just a stadium, it was a stage capable of changing its environment to create unforgettable experiences. Behind the scenes, technology and ingenuity made it all possible. The hypogeum featured a complex network of elevators, lifts, and trapdoors. Gladiators and animals could rise suddenly into the arena, creating dramatic entrances that left the audience gasping. The velarium, the enormous retractable awning, shaded thousands of spectators from the scorching sun. Operated by teams of skilled sailors, every detail, from the seating arrangement to the timing of entrances, was orchestrated to maximize suspense and spectacle. Even the arena floor itself was flexible. Wooden planks could be removed or rearranged to reveal the hypogeum below. This allowed the Romans to surprise the audience repeatedly, keeping them on the edge of their seats. Each game was carefully choreographed, yet felt thrillingly unpredictable. A perfect mix of engineering and theater. The Colosseum was more than just a place for fights. It was a symbol of Roman power and creativity, showing off the empire's ability to tame nature, manipulate space, and orchestrate human drama on a massive scale. Every roar, gasp, and cheer from the crowd echoed through centuries, proving that Roman spectacle was not just entertainment, it was an art form. In the Colosseum, engineering met storytelling, danger met design, and stone became a stage where human ambition and imagination could be experienced in its most thrilling form. As majestic as the Colosseum was, it didn't escape the ravages of time. Over the centuries, this iconic arena faced fires, earthquakes, and human neglect, yet it somehow endured, standing as a testament to Roman engineering and resilience. One of the greatest threats came from fire. In 217 CE, a devastating blaze swept through the Colosseum, damaging the wooden structures and parts of the upper tiers. Later, earthquakes in 443 CE, 847 CE, and 1231 CE shook the city, causing further collapses. Some sections of the outer walls crumbled, and large stones fell. Yet the core structure, the arches, vaults, and foundations, remained remarkably intact. This durability is a testament to the careful planning and strength of Roman materials, particularly the combination of travertine, tuff, and Roman concrete. Over time, human activity also took its toll. During the Middle Ages, stones from the Colosseum were looted to build churches, palaces, and fortifications, and the arena itself was used for housing, workshops, and even religious shrines. Despite this, the skeleton of the Colosseum endured. Its core framework, arches, and corridors were so well built that even centuries of scavenging couldn't bring it down completely. The Colosseum's resilience wasn't just a stroke of luck. It was a triumph of engineering foresight. The Romans built with both function and longevity in mind. The arches distributed weight efficiently, the concrete strengthened over time, and the carefully layered materials absorbed shocks from earthquakes. Even when parts of the walls fell, the structure didn't collapse entirely, leaving a powerful reminder of the genius that went into its construction. Today, we walk through the Colosseum and see the scars of its long history. Collapsed sections, missing stones, and weathered walls. Yet these imperfections tell a story of survival, endurance, and human achievement. The arena that once echoed with the roars of spectators, the clash of gladiators, and the growls of wild beasts still stands, inspiring awe and wonder. The Colosseum is more than a ruined stadium. It is a living chronicle of history. It survived natural disasters, human interference, and centuries of neglect. Yet it continues to teach us about engineering brilliance, social structure, and cultural spectacle. Each crack and fallen stone is a reminder of its journey through time and the civilizations that rose and fell around it. In the end, the Colosseum's survival is a story of endurance and legacy. It shows us that extraordinary planning, genius design, and human determination can leave a mark that lasts far beyond a single lifetime. Though the games are long over, the Colosseum continues to stand as a monument to Rome's ambition, resilience, and the enduring power of human creativity. Nearly 2,000 years after its completion, the Colosseum still stands as one of the most recognizable symbols of Rome, and of human ambition, ingenuity, and spectacle. Its legacy goes far beyond stone and concrete. It continues to inspire architects, filmmakers, historians, and travelers from every corner of the globe. The Colosseum's influence on architecture is profound. Modern stadiums and arenas borrow heavily from its design. Tiered seating ensures that every spectator has a clear view. Multiple entrances and exits allow thousands of people to enter and leave efficiently. The idea of creating a space that accommodates massive crowds safely and comfortably was perfected in ancient Rome and continues to guide stadium design to this day. In essence, every major arena in the world owes a debt to the engineering genius of the Colosseum. Culturally, the Colosseum is a window into the world of ancient Rome. It tells us about Roman society, values, and entertainment. Gladiators, exotic animals, naval reenactments, and grand spectacles reflected the empire's power, ambition, and desire to awe the populace. Even today, stories of these events captivate our imagination. Filmmakers recreate the roar of the crowd. Historians study the hypogeum tunnels, and tourists marvel at the sheer scale of the arena. The Colosseum also symbolizes endurance and resilience. Through fires, earthquakes, looting, and centuries of neglect, it has survived as a testament to human engineering. Walking through its arches and corridors, one can almost hear echoes of the past. The cheers of 50,000 spectators, the clash of gladiators, the growls of wild animals. These echoes remind us that architecture can be more than functional. It can be emotional, historical, and eternal. Even as a ruin, the Colosseum continues to serve as a cultural and educational icon. It attracts millions of visitors every year, standing as a bridge between ancient Rome and the modern world. Artists, writers, and filmmakers continue to draw inspiration from its grandeur. It is a place where history comes alive, teaching lessons about innovation, spectacle, and the power of human creativity. Ultimately, the Colosseum is more than a building. It is a timeless monument to human vision. It demonstrates what can be achieved when imagination meets engineering, when ambition meets artistry. From the first stone laid under Emperor Vespasian to the awe it inspires today, the Colosseum is a reminder that human creativity can endure centuries, shaping not only the skyline of a city, but the imagination of the world, even now. As the sun sets over its arches, the Colosseum tells a story of Rome, of power, of spectacle, and of the enduring spirit of humanity. It is proof that some dreams are too grand to be forgotten and too extraordinary to ever truly fade. As we step out of the Colosseum today, it's hard not to feel the echoes of the past. The roar of the crowd, the clash of swords, and the thrill of the spectacles that once mesmerized tens of thousands. This ancient arena wasn't just a place of entertainment, it was a testament to human ingenuity, ambition, and creativity. From its visionary construction under Emperor Vespasian to the breathtaking games, the Colosseum continues to inspire awe across the world, reminding us that some dreams are too grand to ever fade. If you've enjoyed walking through the history and secrets of Rome's greatest amphitheater, make sure to subscribe for more epic historical stories, give this video a like, and share it with friends who love incredible tales from the past. The Colosseum may be ancient, but its story, and the wonders it holds, live on right here with us.